not need us to tell you what that music was. Def Leppard, obviously one of the biggest rock bands in history with more than 25 million records sold around the world.
That's right, and we've got some star power joining us this morning. Rick Allen, everybody, the legendary drummer of Def Leppard, joining us this morning. You're in town not only to talk about the summer tour, but the fact that you make fine art. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for the welcome. That was fantastic.
Do you like that?
It's wonderful. It really is. You know.
Is this early for you?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You guys deserve medals for getting up at this.
Well, this time of the morning was probably when you used to go to bed in the old days, right?
Yes.
Especially on a Sunday morning.
No, I know.
So, you know, I'm a drummer. I have, you know, tremendous respect for your career. I've always felt that rock artists, I think rock and roll is one of the most expressive art forms there was, but yet you found more. What are you able to do? And these paintings are incredible. What are you able to do on the canvas that you can't do in your musical career?
That's a good question, actually, because I go to the same place, you know, in my mind, in my body, when I do this. You know, it's just that place of being in the moment, you know, where you're not thinking about, you know, what you should have done better or what's for dinner or whatever. You're just in the moment and just painting. And in fact, I'm really inspired by my youngest daughter. When I see her paint, she just does it. There's no rules, you know, she just does it. So I started painting more like her, and this is the result. It's great.
We have actually a whole row of some of your work here. Do you want to talk about a particular piece that, you know?
Well, more recently, I started working on the peace signs.
Yeah.
I just felt the whole tone at the moment, especially being in this whole political sort of phase. I feel like there needs to be a bit more mutual respect. You know, like people having conversations as opposed to firing accusations at one another. So I think that's one of the things that brought the peace sign up. Just I think, you know, it'd be nice to just bring a little bit of that into the whole race.
You're here in the D.C. area for a show at the Wentworth Galleries, and everyone knows your story. Everyone knows the tragic accident that you lost your arm in, and there was this period of adjustment you made as a drummer and a percussionist to continuing your art, with the physical limitations that you had. But with painting, though, most people only paint with one hand. So did you find when you started painting and you started working in the art world that then you were back into an area where none of that really mattered? Yeah,
there's no rules. I mean, you can use any body parts, really. I'm not advocating
I'm not going to ask which...
No.
All right.
No, but yeah, I mean, there's no rules. It's however I get to the end result, that's what I do, and the response has been fantastic.
These are just fantastic. There's a lot of people who who do art, but not like this. This is amazing.
No, it's cool.
You've got shows coming up at the Wentworth Galleries in Bethesda and Tyson's Corner.
We just did Tyson's, which was fantastic, and then we've got Montgomery.
Montgomery Mall,
yeah,
and that's from noon to 3 today.
Yes.
And I just want to say, you are just one of the most inspiring, most interesting people, because you live this life of rock and roll, right, on the stage, of course.
Absolutely.
And then you do the artwork. And also your outreach to people, with all the work that you do, that's not necessarily highlighted every, when you come in here. And so I just want to say thank you for all that you do for the young people out there and the cancer patients that you are touching.
That's very kind of you.
It's remarkable.
That's very kind of you.
If my parents were around, they would say that you completely corrupted me in the 80s. we thank you so much for being here.
We appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
You're watching Fox 5 News here at 7. We're going to be right back in just a moment. Stick with us.